Harry and Meghan decided to leave the British monarchy, they basically said they were going to continue assisting, helping and of course offering service to our wonderful monarch of 70 years, our gracious Majesty the Queen. But of late, of course, they've done, well, seemingly nothing but create problems and, more importantly, go into areas that normally royal circles do not venture into. But according to a very good source, this is really only the tip of the iceberg. Let me explain. Hi, good morning, Neil Sean here in the very heart of London. We're in Kensington Gardens today. Nice quiet spot I thought I'd find for you. Yes, no green screen. Oh gosh, you know, you do sort of try to explain to people how green screen works, you know. You can put a background behind you, but this is real. What we like to do, I often say this on the show, but I genuinely mean this, is, you know, for those as I say that I'm not getting out or anything like that, it's just a change of scenery, isn't it? It's good for me, you know, so it's good for you, hopefully, you know. You get to see different things, don't you? You move around a bit and think, oh, that shop's closed. I wonder what's going on. That's how tedious my life sometimes becomes. It's yours like that, I know. Back as ever to your breaking roll story of the day. This story really is a rather serious one, in fact, because as we know, Harry and Meghan basically decided they wanted a different life, moving away from protocol, restrictions of everything that they wanted to say and do. And we saw that, didn't we, you know, very quickly with Meghan and her speeches. You know, she wanted to become an activist, wanted to have her voice heard. She's never shut up, in my opinion. But it's also interesting to note that she reached out to Congress with her letters. And then recently we had Prince Harry at the UN. Well, yes, that didn't go particularly well, did it? But what is interesting to note is the fact that they hinted on political fringes. You know, now some people might say, well, Prince Charles has been doing this for years. You know, he's talked about, you know, growing crops, banning fox hunting, architecture, stuff like that. But it's not really political. It's offering an opinion. And as we can see from the ex-royals, they're very keen on making sure they get their voice heard. If you recall, of course, they even did a small video urging people to vote. And we do know that the ex-actress Meghan Markle was no fan of Donald Trump, the former president of the United States. So what are they planning to do next? According to a good source, more of the same, in fact. You know, they don't feel restricted by their royal titles. But isn't it interesting that while they both claim they want to be free of the shackles of royal protocol, Meghan always, well, you know, commands attention when ringing these important people, say at Congress, by "This is Meghan, Duchess of Sussex." This really has infuriated so many people over here, and really it's going to be one of the biggest things I foresee in time that His Royal Highness Prince Charles will have to attend to, simply because, you know, you can't have ex-royals trading on titles moving into politics. It simply doesn't work well. Now, according to a very good spy, the book that allegedly we've all been waiting for from Prince Harry will also hint on some of his political leanings in a very sort of subjective way, shall we say. So this really is just the start, and the reason behind this is they've realised, along with their very expensive PR team, marketing and of course branding experts, that there really isn't that much money currently in the world of celebrity. The big deals of magazines being paid thousands of pounds to turn up and open an envelope in an award show, unless you're buying that award, of course, or indeed that magazine cover, you get the drift, then those days have gone. But the world of politics, although not well paid, puts you on a bigger centre stage. People then take notice of you, and more importantly, they believe they can build a speaking brand around the world on that. It's going to be interesting how it plays out, but if the royal family over here in the United Kingdom felt that Harry and Meghan were going to remain even more silent politically, then truly they have another thing coming. Neil Sean in the very heart of London.